Hi guys. So in this video, I will be explaining you 6 ways. Okay, 6 ways to get your dream job. Okay, so what all steps you need to take so that you can implement as it is and you can start getting calls from the companies. Okay, so what are those steps? So let me explain you step by step. So basically, there are 6 ways basically. So just learn those 6 ways and you will be good to go. Okay, so without any delay, let's get started. I hope you can see my screen now. So we'll be learning like 6 ways to get your next job in 3 months. Okay, what all steps we need to follow? Let's understand that. So first and foremost step is we have to update our LinkedIn open to work setting. So if you go to the LinkedIn profile section, there you will get to see in your profile, when you click on your profile, you will get the option like you want to be like open to work or you are just working currently. Okay, so there are 3 major options that you can select over there. Like you are on hiring spree, like you want to hire someone basically for technicals, like for HR person basically. Okay, so for HR people, they will go for a hiring spree, right? So for them, they are putting on their profile like we are hiring. Okay, so basically there are 3 kind of updates that you can put on your LinkedIn profile. So let's understand like what all 3 things are there. Okay, so that you will get a glimpse of it, you will get the idea of it, and that actually recruiters will look into. Okay, so let's go to the LinkedIn profile now. Yeah, I hope you can see my LinkedIn profile now. So if you click on my profile part, so this is my image. So when you click on your image, so there will be 3 sections over here, right? Edit, add photo and frames. So what you can do, you will click on frames. Okay, so once you click on frames, there will be 3 things you will get to see. One is the original one, which you can see right now, because I'm currently not hiring and neither I'm open to work. Okay, I'm not looking out for any opportunity now, so that's why I have put it original one. Okay, so if you are HR, you can put it as hiring, and if you are open to job, then you can put over here open to work. Okay, so these are the 3 categories for your profile section, and you have to put open to work when you are looking out for opportunities, so that recruiter will notice you like, yes, you are looking out for some opportunities outside. Okay, so this is the thing, that is the foremost thing that you have to understand. Okay, so this is the first step. First of all, you need to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Okay, so this was one of the steps that I told you. Okay, you have to update your profile part, the image part basically, and then you have to work upon your about section. There are multiple sections in your LinkedIn profile. So once you go through the entire thing in your LinkedIn profile one by one, step by step, you will get the idea of it. So here, if you see, I have put experienced Java developer, 7+ years of experience. So if someone, like if there is any recruiter who is looking out for candidates like you, how will they search for candidates like you? So they will be searching with those keywords, right? Which is there in their job description. Like what they will search out with? They will search out with like core Java with 5+ years of experience, full stack developer, SQL developer, okay, AWS experience. So those keywords they are looking out for. So if you put those keywords in your about section, in your bio section, then what will happen? Your chance of getting noticed will increase abruptly. Okay, and then there's a higher chance that you will get shortlisted by the company for upcoming steps. Okay, so this is the very important section, your bio section. What you are writing in the bio part, that is very much important, and recruiters will try to look at your bio and then they can decide whether they will be going ahead with your profile or not. Okay, so optimize this bio part, and once this bio part is done, then you have to move ahead and you have to work on the about section. Okay, so there are like lot of words you can put. There is like 2000+ words you can put in about section. Okay, so utilize all those words. There is a reason to that, like why they have provided 2000 word limit. Okay, so utilize those many words, and whatever thing you are putting up in your resume, right, same thing you have to put up here as well in the about section, so that company will get the idea like what actually you have worked upon in your past projects. Okay, and if you are fresher, then you can put whatever projects you have worked. Okay, let's suppose you have mimicked some Twitter design. Okay, you have built some project from scratch, so those internal projects you can add it in the about section, and they will get a glimpse of it, like what exactly you have done from here. Okay, so I have put all my career highlights, whatever skills I have gained over my 7 years of experience, that I have put over here, and what all companies I have worked upon, what all tech stacks I have worked upon. Those all things I have put up in the about section basically. Okay, and what all top skills I am having, that I have put up. Okay, then These are the experience. Okay, so you have to put all your experiences. Maybe you have done somewhere internship. Okay, that also you can add it over here. Maybe like some short span, some work you have done at any company. Let's suppose 3 months, 4 months work you have done. That also you can add it over here. So as a fresher, you need to showcase yourself, like how you are good for that company. You need to prove yourself that you are an asset for that organization, right? So to prove that, you have to put from as many ways as possible to prove yourself. Okay, so maybe you have helped in some open source GitHub projects, that also you can add. Maybe you have done some internal projects, some functionalities you have implemented in the banking side, that also you can add. So whatever thing you have done in your day-to-day lives, in your companies or in your college projects, those all things you can add it if you think like that are beneficial. Okay, so those all things needs to be added over here. So each and everything you can add, and then at last comes to education. Similar pattern you have to follow while filling up your resume also. Don't put education at the top. If you can see in the LinkedIn part, education is not there at the top. At the top, what is there? The bio part, about you. Okay, then comes about section. Okay, and then comes the experience, what all experience you have gained over a past 5 years, 4 years, or 1 year or 2 year, anything. Okay, and then comes education, and then certification. So these all things comes. Okay, and whatever projects you have built, you can add it here. So these are the things that you can put it in your LinkedIn profile, and you can optimize your LinkedIn profile, because I'm seeing, right, people are not coming that much on Naukri as they are coming on LinkedIn. Okay, so LinkedIn you have to optimize a lot. And then you, in the job section, if you can observe over here, there is a job section. So once you click on this jobs part, there are a lot of jobs you can see over here, right? So you can set your preference, like what kind of jobs you are looking out for. So if you select one of the job, let's suppose Deloitte I'm opening. Okay, so you will get to see like what are the job descriptions for this. Okay, each and everything it will show you, like they are expecting 5 to 10 years experience candidates. Notice period is up to 30 days. Okay, what are the key responsibilities? Basically, these are the keywords: RESTful API, GraphQL, then Spring Boot. Okay, then CI/CD pipeline. These are basically keywords that you have to put in your resume so that your resume gets shortlisted. Okay, then about the company, then yeah, interested in working with us in the future. So let's suppose this profile is not suitable for your resume, so you can click on I am interested. So later, if some other opportunities come, you will get the notification for that. Okay, so this is a thing. And after opening here, then you can click this Java backend developer. Once you click this Java backend developer, there you will see like how many of your skills are matching. That you can see. You can easily apply from here. Okay, and then you can, it will be showing people you can reach out to. Okay, so it will be connecting with all the networks, people who all are working in Deloitte. Okay, then you can directly reach out to them. Like you can do cold contacting if you haven't connected with them before, or else if you already know that person, you can directly chat with that person, like I want to look out for the opportunity. If there is any opportunity, do let me know. Okay, this is my resume. Like that, you can have a conversation. But if there is any cold contacting, then directly don't tell these things. First of all, try to build relationship. It will take some time, but build good relationship, then ask for your requirement basically. Okay, so it will about the job will be there, like what all jobs you are looking out for, what is the responsibility, roles and responsibilities will be there. These keywords should be there in your resume. Then here, if you observe over here, set alert for similar jobs. So you have to open it up, you have to keep it on. So what will happen if you do job alert as on for this job? So in future, so let's suppose some Deloitte related companies are there. Let's suppose Deloitte is having more requirements coming in next 2 months or 3 months. So you will be getting notified, and similar jobs which is equivalent to Deloitte, like EY, KPMG, you will get notification from those companies as well. Okay, and it will be working like a network. Okay, so whatever companies you are triggering jobs similar to that company, only other companies will start sending you notification in the easy apply section. Okay, so like this, you can go ahead and you can see like which company is actively recruiting. Okay, you can directly reach out to the recruiter for that particular requirements as well, and like that you can go ahead with. I hope you got a clarity like how you can move ahead. This was the first step basically which I told you. First way. Next step is cold DM or email startup founders. So I will attach the link in the description box below, so you can go through that particular link and you can see like those who are newly created founders, okay, those who are startups, who are entrepreneurs, who are building something from scratch. So you can do cold email, cold contacting to that person, and how to reach out to them. There is a template for that. That also I will be sharing with you in the description box below. You can go ahead and download that. Okay, so you need to do cold DM or email them. Okay, like I'm having this many years of experience in Java, Spring Boot, microservices, so I'm looking out for a change. So if there is any vacancy or opportunity, do let me know. Okay, you can send your resume. So like that, you can do cold emailing to startup founders. Then third most important way is skill enhancement and certification. So from LinkedIn side also you will get a lot of certification, okay, if you are premium member, or else you can do it from Coursera or Udemy, okay, or else you can go ahead with AWS Cloud Practitioner, Microsoft Azure, then Core Java also you can go ahead with, okay. So Oracle 𝗪𝗍𝗍𝗻 certification also you can go ahead with. So these are some of the skill enhancements and certifications that you can put it up. Okay, once you take that certification courses, certification programs, you can add that certificates in your LinkedIn as well as in your Naukri. So your visibility will increase, your weightage will increase in your resume, and then there's a higher chance that you will get calls. Okay, so this was the third way. So you have to do all the ways parallelly. So you don't know, right, if which particular way will hit towards your path of success. You don't know, right? So for that sake only, I'm telling you, try to do all parallelly. Okay, so you all day you will not focus upon one way, right? One way you are doing for 1 hour or 2 hours. After that, for the remaining time, you focus upon increasing your technical skill sets, and then whatever time is remaining, you can focus upon applying through other ways as well. Okay, so this was the third way. Now, fourth way is applying directly on the career portals. People are not doing that much. People are thinking like everybody is applying via career portal. So whether will I get job opportunity from there also or not? Yes, you will get opportunity from career portals as well. Okay, so basically you will see from LinkedIn like which all companies have the requirements. Okay, you can get to know the job description, job ID from there as well. Then you can directly go there. You can apply both ways. Okay, you can apply via LinkedIn also directly, and then that resume you can upload it in the career portal as well. Okay, so you don't know like the recruiter will see your profile from which place, either from LinkedIn or from career portal. So you need to open up your avenues. Okay, so don't focus only upon one thing, like only on Naukri, only on LinkedIn. No, just diversify your avenues. Okay, apply on Naukri also, LinkedIn also, 𝗪𝗏 also, career portal also. Do whatever thing is coming in your way, and then get the opportunity for yourself. Okay, so this is one of the way. Then ask for referral. It is just working like a magic. Okay, so when you reach out to 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, 3 or 4 people will reach out to you. Okay, they will respond to you, and then they will tell you like, yes, there is opportunity, just provide me the job ID or job description which you are looking for. You can provide the job ID, and then your process will start over there. Okay, so main thing is you have to reach out, because people don't know you, right? You didn't created anything for yourself so that people will know you. So you have to take that action for yourself. Reach out to person. Okay, those who are working in that company and they are knowing that there is a requirement, just reach out to them. Okay, tell them like, I'm having these many years of experience, I liked your post, I got motivated, and I'm looking into moving ahead with this career path in future, and I'm looking out for the opportunities in this field. So if there is any opportunity, do let me know. This is my resume. Okay, like that you can move ahead with. So there is a reach out template is there. I will share it with you in the description box below. So from there you can download it. Okay, so this is one of the crucial and diamond step basically. Okay, so this everyone should do. Asking for referrals, reaching out like 15 people every day. If you are fresher or 1 to 2 years experience, this is a must do. No one was there to tell me during my time like this is the thing that we have to do. So I am telling you from my experience, so start implementing it. Okay, don't just listen and forget as an entertainment purpose. I'm not doing any entertaining thing over here. Okay, I am telling you to guide you. Okay, and implement it as soon as you learn it, because those who are implementing, they only will be moving ahead. Those who are just listening, they will be sitting there only. Okay, so implement whatever things I am telling you. Okay, and you will start getting the results. Not immediately, but definitely. Okay, start reaching out to 10 to 15 people every day. Okay, and obviously 1 to 2 people will be reaching out to you or responding to you. Okay, within a span of 2 to 3 days. Okay, even if it is not in that day, on that day. Okay, Then join Telegram groups. There are various Telegram groups who are providing opportunities for freshers. Okay, so I will be adding you in that Telegram group also. So you can DM me on my LinkedIn with hi. I will be giving my LinkedIn profile below. So there, if I see your hi, I will share you that Telegram group. Okay, and that Telegram group, you will start getting a lot of job opportunities as well. Okay, so yeah, so these are some of the ways that you can move ahead with. So these are the 6 ways which are most commonly used by all the people out there. And the top 1%, those who are applying, they are mostly going via referrals. There's a higher chance that you will get selected. Okay, so once you are going via referral, you need to see like whom you are reaching out to. Don't reach out to like associate or junior developers. No, reach out to the hiring managers. Okay, reach out to top order people, those who are at the like a hiring specialist. Okay, those who are HRs, those who are recruitment specialists. Okay, those who are hiring managers, reach out to those people. Then there's a higher chance, if they understand by seeing your resume like yes, you can be a good fit, there's a higher chance that your profile will get shortlisted and move ahead quickly. Okay, so quick process needs to be happening. Okay, and if some junior developer is uploading your resume, then they will not give that much weightage to that employee, right? So that way also you have to understand. So if you can reach out to top order people, top notch people, those who have direct interaction with HR, then there is a higher chance that your profile will move ahead after shortlisting process completes. Okay, yeah, so these are the 6 ways with the help of which you can get your dream job, next dream job basically. Okay, so start implementing it, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Till then, it's 𝗍𝗫𝗁 signing off. Bye bye. I provide consultation calls or one-on-one session calls or one-on-one mock interview sessions for all of you, so that you can ace ahead in your IT interviews, okay, and crack the big service based or big product based organization. So how can you do that? So I am taking mock interview sessions, so you can go ahead in the description box below and you can book a call with me, okay, one-on-one session call, and we'll be having a one-on-one conversation.